The Battle of Midway was the most important naval battle of the Pacific Campaign of World War II. It took place between June 4th and June 7th, 1942. It was fought over a small island with an airstrip that was tactically important to both sides.
We had 3 carriers there, the Enterprise, the Hornet, and the Yorktown. To back them up, we had 8 cruisers and 17 destroyers. But the Jap fleet was awesome. They sent 6 carriers, 7 battleships, 14 cruisers, and 42 destroyers. Against their fleet, ours looked insignificant. The battle lasted 3 days, and when the smoke cleared, we saw the damage we'd done. We took out 4 of their carriers, the Akagi, the Kaga, the Hiryu, and the Soryu, and the heavy cruiser Mikuma. All up, we only lost 1 carrier, the Yorktown, and a single destroyer. But it wasn't just ships that the Japs lost at Midway. We also splashed twice as many of their planes as they got of ours. A lot of good Japanese pilots were shot down at Midway, and I don't think their Air Corps ever recovered. In just 3 days, we'd broken the back of their fleet. Their carrier strike force, the Kiru Batai, was all but wiped out.
The American commander was Chester W. Nimitz, and the Japanese commander was Yamamoto. Here are also a few of the secondary commanders of the battle. Carriers were very important to both sides and could deliver a massive blow to the enemy, but at a much greater distance than the battleship could. Some of the planes the U.S. used were the Brewster F-2A3 Buffalo and the SBD-3 Dauntless dive bombers. Some of the planes the Japanese used were the Zero and Kamikazes. Yamamoto made 2 mistakes that potentially cost him the battle. First, he underestimated the power of the aircraft carrier and believed in the supremacy of the battleship. His second mistake was the fact that the Americans knew his course of action. The 2 American admirals had their ships waiting for an attack, and Yamamoto's plan to lure the American ships away from their main body clearly would not work if the Americans knew this was his intent. The Battle of Midway effectively destroyed Japan's naval strength when the Americans destroyed 4 of its aircraft carriers. Japan's navy never recovered from its mauling at Midway, and it was on the defensive after this battle.